Welcome back. I'm Selena Hart, and I'm grateful you've chosen to spend this time with me. If you're listening today, trust that it's not a coincidence. There's something important unfolding for Scorpio as we move toward April 28th, 2025. The pace around you is shifting, not gently, but with the kind of force you can feel under your skin, even before you see any clear signs. What you've been waiting for in love, in career, or in the quiet, personal corners of your life is much closer than it seems. This isn't just another day marked on the calendar, it's a pivot point. A moment when all the effort, patience, and resilience you've carried finally begins to gather behind you like a strong current, pushing you towards something you may have only dreamed about. You won't need to force anything. You won't need to overthink. Your only task now is to stay steady, stay honest with yourself, and let what's meant for you unfold naturally. As we move through today's guidance, I'll help you understand how this fast-moving energy is touching your emotional world, your relationships, your finances, and the deeper purpose that has been building quietly beneath the surface. Let's take it slowly, one breath at a time, and see what's waiting for you on the other side. Emotionally, this is a time when Scorpio is being asked to clear space inside, space that has been occupied too long by old anger, old disappointments, and the heavy weight of unresolved hurt. If you've been holding on to resentment, even quietly, it's been working against you more than you realize. Carrying that weight doesn't protect you anymore. It only blocks the new energy that's trying to find its way into your life. Right now, gratitude is not just a nice idea. It's a tool. It's the key that will allow you to move forward. Choosing to see even the hard parts of your past as part of your growth will open doors that bitterness could never unlock. In your personal relationships, you may notice that certain people still seem to pull you into patterns of conflict or drain your energy without you even fully understanding why. It's important to remember not everything you feel from others belongs to you. Their behavior, their struggles, their negativity, it is a reflection of where they are, not a reflection of your worth. Your peace is something you must guard carefully now. Avoid being pulled into dramas that don't serve your path. Choosing not to engage doesn't mean you are weak. It means you are protecting the emotional ground you have worked so hard to heal. At the same time, a new wave of creativity and opportunity is moving toward you. You may feel bursts of inspiration, new ideas for projects, or invitations that seem exciting and full of potential. But not every door that opens needs to be walked through. Trust your instincts. If something feels rushed, heavy, or out of alignment with who you are becoming, it's okay to step back. You don't need to prove anything by saying yes too quickly. The right opportunities, the ones that match your spirit, not just your ambition, will feel steady and real, not frantic or pressured. If you would like, take a moment to ask yourself, what emotions am I ready to lay down? Which relationships or invitations actually bring me closer to the life I want to live? As we continue, we'll explore how learning to listen more deeply to yourself will shape the decisions you are about to make, and why this shift in how you choose is one of the most powerful transformations happening for you right now. Financially, April 28th brings a feeling of steadiness back into your life, Scorpio, a sense that things are no longer as uncertain as they may have felt in recent weeks. You might begin to notice that areas of confusion around money, savings, or future investments are starting to clear. If you've been patient, if you've resisted the urge to rush or force results, that patience is about to pay off. Opportunities tied to long-term growth, whether through investments, new income streams, or important financial decisions, will start to show themselves more clearly now. But with this clearer vision comes a new kind of responsibility. There may be moments when you feel pressure to act quickly, to lock something in out of fear that the chance will disappear if you wait. This is where your instincts must guide you. You are not in competition with anyone else's timing. You are not going to miss what is truly meant for you. Acting from fear or impatience could lead you to choices that don't align with the strong foundation you are trying to build. It's important now to move from a place of calm, even if others around you seem to be rushing. Real security doesn't come from quick wins. It comes from decisions that are steady, informed, and fully aligned with your larger goals. If you feel drawn to small steps, researching a new opportunity, putting aside even a little extra savings, setting a clearer financial plan, trust that these quiet moves are more powerful than they seem. There's no need for drastic action. Your stability is growing from the inside out. Your lucky numbers for April 28th are 4, 15, 29, 41, 53, and 66. If any of these numbers cross your path, whether on a receipt, a clock, or simply in passing, take it as a quiet confirmation that you are aligning with the right flow. If you have a moment, ask yourself honestly, what part of your financial life do you feel most clear about right now? And where are you still feeling pulled by fear or urgency? As we move into the next part of your journey, we'll explore how this new steadiness in your outer world is helping you build even greater emotional stability inside. The kind that will support not just your goals, but your sense of peace in the months ahead. In your love life, April 28th brings a shift that feels quieter but much deeper than you might expect. If you look closely, you'll notice that your approach to relationships is changing. You're no longer drawn to drama or intensity for the sake of feeling alive. You're looking for something real now, something that matches the depth and strength you've been building inside yourself. Love for you is becoming less about the highs and lows and more about the steady trust that grows when two people are willing to meet each other honestly without hiding behind old stories. For some of you, a person from the past may try to re-enter your life. There could be a familiar pull, a part of you that remembers what was once good, but it's important to move carefully here. People don't always change just because time has passed. Ask yourself if this person is meeting you where you are now, not where you used to be. If the connection is built on mutual respect, openness, and real growth, it may have a place in your future. But if it still feels rooted in the same old patterns, trust yourself enough to walk away with peace. At the same time, the energy around you is opening doors to love that is more stable, more nurturing, and more in tune with the kind of future you truly want. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to perform for it. The right connection will feel calm, natural, and real. It will feel like two people walking side by side, not pulling each other off course. This new chapter in love asks for patience, not the kind that waits for someone to change, but the kind that trusts the right person will find you because you are already living as your true self. If you would like, take a moment to reflect. What version of love are you truly ready for now, and what old attachments are you willing to release to make space for it? As we move forward, we'll step into how the emotional clarity you are gaining in love is also strengthening your friendships, family ties, and the overall foundation of support you are building for this next phase of your life. In your professional life, you may start to notice that others around you are drawn to your calm, to the way you stay focused even when situations become tense or uncertain. It's this emotional stability, this ability to think clearly without being pulled into fear or frustration that will open doors for you now. Whether through recognition, new responsibilities, or unexpected opportunities, your steady presence is being noticed, even if not everyone says it out loud. There may be a chance soon to step into something new, a project, a leadership role, or a shift that moves you closer to your real ambitions. The timing is not accidental. The foundation you've built, the patience you've practiced, the lessons you've learned about trust and resilience have all prepared you for this moment. Still, the choice will be yours. Growth often asks for a decision before the outcome is guaranteed. You are being encouraged now to move forward with confidence, even if the full path isn't visible yet. Waiting for perfect clarity will only slow the momentum that is trying to build around you. If you feel hesitation, it's normal. But ask yourself, is it true fear or simply the unfamiliar feeling of stepping into a bigger version of yourself? You don't need to know every detail. You only need to know that you are ready, not because everything is perfect, but because you have become someone who can handle what comes next. As we continue, we'll look at how this new sense of confidence in your work life is deeply connected to the emotional healing and self-trust you've been quietly building in every other part of your journey. Every area of your life is speaking to the others now, and the more you listen, the more naturally everything will begin to align. Physically and emotionally, your system is trying to reset itself, clearing out the old stress, the old exhaustion, and making room for a stronger, more balanced version of you to take shape. This healing isn't something you have to force. Your body knows what it needs. Your only task is to listen more closely and respond with patience rather than pressure. There may be habits that, deep down are not helping you anymore, small patterns that drain your energy, disrupt your rest, or add unnecessary stress to your day. Right now, you are being asked not to change everything at once, but to be honest about the choices that keep you stuck. Even small changes, drinking more water, sleeping a little more, saying no to things that leave you depleted, can have a powerful impact if you approach them consistently and with care. If you're willing, take a quiet moment and ask yourself, what is one small thing I can do today to support my healing rather than delay it? You don't need a perfect plan. You only need a willingness to choose your well-being one choice at a time. As we move into the final part of today's journey, we'll explore how the healing you are doing, physically, emotionally, and mentally, is preparing you for a larger sense of belonging and connection, both with yourself and with the people who truly support your growth. Everything you are tending inside is about to reflect itself in the world around you. Today, the bonds that will feel the most natural, the most effortless, are those built on emotional depth and quiet understanding. Water signs like Cancer and Pisces are especially aligned with you now. With them, you don't have to explain every feeling or defend every shift in your mood. They intuitively recognize the weight you carry and the transformations you are moving through. Conversations, even the simple ones, may leave you feeling seen in a way that words alone can't fully capture. These connections remind you that real understanding often happens in the spaces between words, in the way someone listens, in the way someone stays. Sagittarius and Taurus also bring important energies into your orbit today. Sagittarius offers the spirit of possibility, the reminder that the future is not written yet, and that hope is a real and necessary force. Being around Sagittarius energy can help you lift your gaze beyond any current struggles and reignite the belief that better things are not only possible, but already on their way. Taurus, on the other hand, offers steadiness. Taurus reminds you that not every battle must be fought, not every challenge must be met with force. Sometimes strength is choosing to stand quietly in your truth and to build patiently towards something real. Connections with Taurus today may ground you in practical steps, helping you transform your emotions into lasting action. The color that resonates most strongly with you today is deep blue. It is not the bright, rushing energy of new beginnings. It is the deep, still water that runs beneath the kind of stability that cannot be shaken by surface storms. Bringing deep blue into your day, even in small ways, can help anchor your emotions, offering clarity without rushing you, offering strength without demanding that you force anything before it's time. Let it be a quiet signal to yourself that you are committed to depth over distraction, truth over appearance. And if you need a guidepost to carry through this day, let it be this. Embrace the new beginnings with confidence and trust that the universe has already set everything in place for your highest good. You do not have to push or pull what is coming to you. You only need to stay open enough to receive it. You only need to trust that even if you cannot yet see the full picture, it is being woven for you with more care and more wisdom than you could imagine. As we close, I invite you to hold that trust close, not as a promise of ease, but as a quiet knowing that you are being moved step by step toward the life that is already waiting for you. As we reach the end of today's journey together, I want to leave you with a simple but important truth. Nothing that is meant for you will pass you by. Even when the path feels uncertain, even when emotions run deep and old doubts try to resurface, the universe continues to work on your behalf, quietly, patiently, unwaveringly. April 28th is not just another date. It is a threshold, a moment when everything you have endured, everything you have chosen to heal begins to build a foundation strong enough to carry you into the life you've been quietly preparing for. You are not starting over from nothing. You are starting over from wisdom, from experience, from a deeper sense of who you are and what truly matters to you. Every small step you take now, every act of self-trust, every time you choose patience over panic, clarity over noise, you are aligning yourself more fully with the future that has been waiting for you to claim it. You don't need to rush to the finish line. Growth, real growth, moves in cycles, forward, inward, upward, and every part of that process is sacred. If today you feel called to move boldly, trust that. If today you feel called to rest and gather your strength, trust that too. There is no wrong pace when you are moving in alignment with your true self. In the days and weeks ahead, doors will open that once seemed locked. Conversations will unfold that once felt impossible. Opportunities will appear where once there were only questions. But above all, what is changing now is you. Not because you have forced yourself to be different, but because you have allowed yourself to grow. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this moment with you. Thank you for showing up, not for me, but for yourself. If today's message resonated with you, carry it with you quietly as a promise between you and the universe, that you are ready, that you are worthy, and that the best parts of your journey are not behind you. They are just beginning. Until we meet again, take good care of your heart, trust the timing of your life, and remember, every step you take toward yourself is a step the universe takes toward you. I'll be right here when you're ready for the next part of your story.